Ladies, if you wear wigs, weaves, braids, or extensions,
and if you're tender-headed like me,
or tangled just like me,
or have thick hair like mine,
or hate getting your hair combed,
keep watching!
Hi guys, thanks for checking out another TM Hair Products video. In today's video, I'm going to give you 5 tips to make your detangling process a whole lot easier. 5 tips, these are 5 of the things I do regularly. It decreases my detangling time. It makes it less stressful. I'm going to give you these 5 tips to make your detangling process so much easier. Tip number 1, I can't give it to you, but it's patience.
you might be like, girl.
Patience. Do not detangle your hair when you're angry, frustrated, in a hurry, upset, distracted. Do not detangle your hair if you have a lot of things going on. Trust me, been there, done it. Snatched enough hair out to leave a rug, to make a rug on the floor. So trust me, you do not want to do that. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is making sure the hair is lightly moisturized with water. Now, this isn't water, obviously. I know y'all are like, girl, if that's your water. No, this is my sanitizer bottle that I keep in my kitchen after I cook, and and I spray my counters down and all that stuff to sanitize my counters. That's what this is. But disregard that. Disregard what's in it. We need, when you're detangling your hair, you need water to make the hair more pliable. So especially if you're coming off a protective style. So just think of your hair as very stiff. Think of your hair as a dry sponge. So you know how dry sponges are hard and they're not very pliable. Once you mist the hair with water, you see how the sponge starts to absorb the water. That's what your hair does when you mist it with water after coming out of a protective style to detangle it. So the water makes the hair more pliable. If your hair is stiff, you don't want to just start breaking and pulling your hair apart and all of that stuff. You want to mist it with the water because water makes the hair pliable. It makes it a little easier to maneuver and to deal with. Okay, so that's tip number 2. Tip number 1, patience. Tip number 2, spray bottle, water. Tip number 3 are combs. You need more than just a wide tooth comb, even if you have very thick hair. I know. Let me explain. Now, if you are like me, and my daughters have very thick hair, but they also suffer from single strand knots, you are going to need a finer tooth comb. Not particularly this comb, but you are going to need a finer tooth comb. And I love this comb specifically because it has this little space here where they didn't put a tooth in the comb to allow you to use the point of the comb. Now, if you've watched my videos, I have other combs. I have a black comb that's similar to this that I use for parting, that I break the teeth out myself because I like to have that little point on the end of my comb to help to get into the knot and help to pull it out, to work the knot out. So that's why you will need a comb with teeth that are closer together and a point. You can get a cheap comb from the beauty supply store and break some of the teeth out, but I just want to show you this for visual purposes. Of course, you're going to need your wide tooth comb. Now, let me say this. If you do not suffer from single strand knots, then disregard this one. If you suffer from single strand knots, you are going to need this one and this one. Now, if you don't suffer from single strand knots, wide tooth comb is what you're going to need to detangle your hair. And this is what's going to help you comb through your hair easily. These are not sharp, so you shouldn't be raking your scalp. The point of the comb is not sharp. This one is a little more pointed, but this one is solely for single strand knots and things like that. Like my daughter, her hair is finer, especially in the back. This comb does the job for her. I don't part her hair in hugely large sections, but this comb does the job for her. I use this one too, but because her hair is a little finer than my other daughters, this comb really helps her out a lot, and she suffers from single strand knots a lot. So this is very helpful, but you're going to need more than one comb. That's the purpose of this. Now, so after you have more than one comb, clips. You're going to need clips. Clips are what's going to help keep you organized. So being organized is very important when you're detangling a head full of very thick long hair. As you've seen on my videos, my daughters have very thick, very long hair. So me keeping a lot of clips on hand is very helpful for me. This is what's going to keep me organized because I like to section their hair off in about 4 to 8 sections. So once I section the hair, I like to clip it out of the way to help keep me organized. It helps to keep me less frustrated, because if I just see all of this tangled hair all over the place, my anxiety level is going to go through the roof. So that's why I keep so many clips on hand to detangle their hair. So let's recap. Tip number 1, what? Right, patience. Tip number 2, what? Right, water, spray bottle. Tip number 3, right, combs. You guys are following along well. I like that. Tip number 4, clips to keep you organized. You might think, oh, these are just little small tips, but I'm telling you, they are life changing. Clips to keep you organized. Now, 5th and final tip, da, 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 da. Of course, you guys I didn't even have to show you guys. You will need the TM hair product smooth through detangler to detangle your hair. Now, this detangler is also a deep conditioner and a co-wash. If you silk press your hair, this is all you need as a deep conditioner. No extra oil. Serum is going to add shine to your hair. All you have to do is use it as a deep conditioner. But that's not what this video is about. It is about detangling. But I thought I would let you guys know that, because you asked me questions a lot about what I use to silk press my girl's hair. The detangler helps to cut your detangling time down tremendously. The detangler cuts your detangling time down tremendously. This detangler, I've had customers who purchase this detangler and have detangled their dreadlocks, okay? So this is a detangler. You do not leave this in your hair overnight. You do not keep this in your hair. You put this in your hair and you rinse it out. This is a detangler. I'm sorry guys if you hear the door closed, but my daughter's coming in. So this is a detangler. Now, once you add this to the hair, it's going to start to break down the knots and tangles immediately. As you guys see in the video, I work the detangler into the hair doing this motion because I want to feel it breaking down the knots and tangles. This is going to cut your detangling time down tremendously. If you have tender-headed children like I do, it's going to take the pain and aggravation out of detangling their hair, especially after protective styles and if you have very thick hair. Let me also say this really quickly. Use the amount that's appropriate for your hair's texture and type. So if you've come off a weave for 6 weeks, you probably need more detangler than you would if you were wearing your hair in a ponytail for a week. So use the appropriate amount for your hair's thickness and type. My daughter's hair is very thick, very long, so I have to use more. But if your daughter's hair is finer or your hair is finer and shorter, you don't use as much as I do. I like to coat my girl's hair so that I don't pull out unnecessary strands in their hair when I'm doing the detangling process. So I just wanted to add that. That's very important for you to use the appropriate amount of detangler for your hair's thickness and type. If you have very thin hair, then obviously you would need a lot. But if you have very thick hair, very long hair that's prone to matting like my daughter's, I have to use a little bit more. Okay, so now let's recap. First thing we need is patience. Second, water. Third, combs. Fourth, clips. And fifth, the smooth through detangler. Now, let me answer a couple of questions while I have you guys here in this video. A lot of times you guys email me or you ask me, what type of clips do I use and where do I get my crop clips from? These are my crop clips, and I have some black ones too, but I didn't bring those out. These are my crop clips. Let me straighten them out so you guys can see them. Now, because I'm a business, I'm able to buy crop clips in bulk. Crop clips can be very pricey. They can be very expensive, but I love crop clips. If you guys go back in my video, like 2 years, I was using crop clips 2 years ago. I've gone through every different type of crop clip you can. I've had crop clips that were so cheap, if you sneeze, they would break. I had crop clips that rusted. So I've been through several different types of crop clips, but I have found crop clips that I like, that I've been using for at least a year. I've used them for about 2 years, but I've gone through different kind. Like you see different kind. I had some purple ones. They were purple and clear. They were real cute, but if I sneezed, they would fall apart. Like it was horrible. I've had different types of crop clips. So I said all that to say, a lot of times you guys ask me, where do I get my crop clips? Yeah, whatever. So because I purchased them in bulk, I'm able to purchase them at a cheaper rate because I purchased so many. When I say bulk, I mean like bags and bags and bags and bags and bags, and there's a few more bags over there of these are full of crop clips. So now they last me forever. They last me a very long time. I'm gonna be honest, I'll lose them. I don't lose them. My kids get them before I break them. So that's just a testament to these crop clips. My kids will take them and, you know, do stuff with them, but I haven't had these to break on me, and I haven't had these to rust. Now, I said all that to say because a lot of times you guys ask me. So what I decided to do, I'm not putting them on the site. I'm not going to say I will never put them on the site, but I'm not putting them on the site because I didn't buy them to sell like that. I just bought some extra ones for you guys who are interested, and you guys who buy the Detangler and the Styling Aid. I bought some extra ones to give you guys a very discounted rate for the clips. And if you're interested in the clips, I will sell them to you for $1 a clip. Now, that is very, very, very affordable when it comes to crop clips. You can pay $8 for 3 or 4 crop clips, period. So, again, I'm not trying to get rich. I'm not trying to, you know, do that. I just bought some because I know you guys asked me, and I just want to be able to pass the savings on to you. So I will sell them to you $1 a clip, and let me let you guys get a little closer. So, this is blue. This is mustard yellow. I have 2 yellows, so let me put them close next to each other so you guys can see the difference. I hope you can. I hope the lighting is not washing them out. But this is blue. This is purple. This is a darker yellow. It's like a mustard yellow. And this is regular sunflower yellow. And then this is red. I have black, but I'm keeping those to myself. I love the black clips. So these are the colors. If you guys are interested in them, just email me once you make your purchase. So if you purchase the bundle, I will add the clips on with no additional shipping fee. So what you would do if you're interested in the clips and you purchase the bundle, because they would not be on the site. Let me repeat that. They will not be on the site. I didn't buy them to really sell like that. I just bought some extra ones for you guys if you were interested in them. So they will not be on the site. So if you're interested in them, once you make your purchase on the site, once you make your purchase on the site, send us an email just letting us know the color and the amount of crop clips you want, and we will send you an invoice for the crop clips and just add it on to your purchase. Does that make sense? So you will email us and say, okay, I want 2 of the blue crop clips. We'll send you an invoice for $2. You'll pay the $2, and we'll just add it on to your we'll bag it into your purchase of the bundle that you purchased. Now, if you just purchase the Detangler by itself and you use first class, there would be an additional fee. But if you order the Detangler by itself or the Styling Aid by itself and you use priority, we will add it on to your priority shipping. We will just add it on. We won't charge you additional shipping fees. But first class shipping is done a little different, so we would have to charge you. So that goes also for the spray bottles. I have been bombarded with questions about the spray bottle. Where I got them, these spray bottles are very expensive as well. Go on Amazon, look around. They're very expensive. These spray bottles, if you guys are interested in the spray bottles, I will sell them to you. I bought a case of them because I use them for everything. So that's why I'm not putting them on the site to sell like that. I buy them in bulk because I love them. So I use them for other things. So I just decided, okay, you guys asked me about them and I want to pass the savings on to you guys. So if you're interested, fine. If you're not, no big deal. So this is the spray bottle. It holds roughly close to 5 ounces of water, like 4.6, 4.7 ounces of water. This is a spray bottle as compared to the Detangler, the size. So as you can see, I love this size spray bottle because it's easier to hold up to your hair if you're doing your own hair. I've purchased the bigger bottles and they are heavy, so you find yourself doing this when you spray your hair. I use these for a bunch of other things. Like this isn't my hairspray bottle. This is for my sanitizer. I keep this in my kitchen. So I don't know if you guys can see it. I think the light is, see? This is my sanitizer spray bottle. So I use this in the kitchen to spray down my counters after I'm finished cooking and all that stuff. So that's what I use this for. I make Febreze and I use it because the mist that comes out of it is very fine. But it is tricky to use at first. So once you figure out how to use it, you will love these. And the mist on the hair is very fine. The mist comes out kind of wide. I love them. So if you guys are interested in those, Also, if you can purchase this separately, you would just send us an email. We'll send you an invoice. Because I'm not putting them on the site, if I sell enough of them, if you guys are that interested, maybe I'll buy another bulk batch and put them on the site. But as of right now, I'm not putting them on the site. I put it in the video before and people have contacted me. So I'm just letting you guys know, those of you who are interested in the spray bottle, and these will be $6. These run you $9, $10 on Amazon. So I will be selling these for $6 if you are interested. So if you purchase the bundle, again, if you purchase the bundle, we will add this on to your shipment with no additional shipping charge. So I want that to make sense. But you can email us and we can send you this by itself, and you just have to pay shipping, whether you want first class shipping or priority shipping. So if you want this without making a purchase for the product, email us, we'll send you an invoice, and we'll ship it out to you. That's simple. So that's what I want to tell you guys. So those tips are going to help your detangling process a lot. Let's recap one more time, because I know somebody's going to say, what's tip number 3? So tip number 1. Tip number 1. I'm sorry, y'all. I just went blank. Tip number 1, patience. Tip number 2, water. Tip number 3, combs. Tip number 4, clips to keep your hair separated and organized. And tip number 5 is the Smooth Through Detangler to make your process of detangling very easy. And that is it. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.